I believe we show this one as a demo later on, but this one I collected 5. So let me show you. I'll write it out here. I still don't have the numbers fresh in my mind. So this is Gridley House. So the mortgage on it, $112,000 mortgage. Monthly payment was $646. That's principals, insurance, taxes. It's called PITI, principal, insurance, taxes, and principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And the seller wanted $5K to the seller. No, just beat up piece of crap.
How'd you find it?
Driving for dollars. Yep. Amazing, right? Vacant, yeah. Had no idea that it was already modified. This was the modified mortgage, by the way. Ended up selling this property with ARV on it was 186. Is the ARV on the property. But obviously the repairs were. You guys walked this property, yeah. So I sold it for $5K down. So took care of that. So I made no money on that. And the reason why I was willing to do that was because I sold it for $1,000 a month. So I'm cash flowing this thing $350 something bucks a month. I'm totally cool with that. So
what's the end price?
The end price of the property, I think this one I can't recall exactly, but I believe it was $140,000 is what I sold it for. So I have equity built up in this property. If they ever wanted to sell it, they could. So yeah, it was a pretty sweet deal for me. They also got equity as well. But again, I only did this because I wanted cash flow. At this point, down payment money's, I don't care about that anymore.
What do you estimate the repairs?
It was in my ad, but I don't estimate repairs. That's their responsibility. I'm just giving them, this is your equity, walking into it. You do your repairs yourself. If you know how to do it, great, sweat equity. So I don't even go that far. So.
Will you go that far with a wholesaler?
Oh yeah, and we're gonna talk about how to do that. Great lead-in question. So.
Thanks for going.
Of course, man. Of course. Mayo. Maximum allowable offer. So this is specifically with wholesaling. So whenever you're dealing with a wholesale property, this is the formula that everybody uses. You have to know this inside and out. Become very familiar with Mayo. Maximum allowable offer. So what it is, it's your after repair value minus 70%. If you want to make money in this business, this is how you do this as a wholesaler.
Times 70%.
You're right. Times 70%. Who wrote this?
Your wife.
Well, no. Actually, you can do this.
100%.
Yeah. So you're taking 100% minus 70%. So, but it is multiplied. So you want to multiply your ARV by 70%. That's how you do it. And so where does that 30% go?
Sales cost, profit.
Holding costs.
All of that. Profit, holding cost. So 15% is your holding cost. That's the cost of money, the real estate commissions, all that stuff when you go to resell. Everything that's involved in buying this property, the insurance cost, all of that. 15% is the investor's profit when wholesaling it. So your buyer, they're going to want 15%. This is where it drives me crazy, where wholesalers are like, yeah, man, the ARV is this and that. And you actually really look at ARV and you're like, dude, man, this is maybe ARV times 90% or something like that. It's just ridiculous. There's no margin for anybody to make money on it.
When you're down in Eldorado Hills or somewhere where there's nicer properties, can it be a smaller than 30% margin?
That's a great question.
I mean, if you're up in the $500,000, $700,000.
Yeah, because you go on that and you're like, hey man, you're immediately going to take off hundreds of thousands of dollars of profit on property like that. So yes, at that point, what you need to do is you need to know exactly who your buyer is and know ballpark what are their hard money costs. So I have one of my buyers This is, again, getting relationships. One of my buyers has given me his formula. Ryan, this is how much I pay for title. This is how much I pay for my money. This is how much everything is commissioned. And so I know his hard line costs within like $100 or so. So I can plug in the property and go, okay, and he always wants 15% on his money. So I can plug in 15% off the ARV, and I'm going to get his exact dollar amount. So I now know specifics of what I need to go and negotiate on that particular property, on my high-end properties. So yeah, you want to get, you want to know what your buyer wants. But for the most part, they want 15%. So where that fudge happens is, what is their holding cost? If they're a realtor, well, guess what? You can shave off that already. It's not a holding cost. That's a profit to them. So, but 15% is a minimum. I got one buyer that's willing to go down to 9%, but that has to be a pretty sweet deal. And that 9% needs to be a big, high-ticket property for them to be willing to do that. So when you're looking at these properties now, so again, $100,000 house, 70% is $70,000. That's where you're starting at. And then, so, hang on, let me back this up. So after repair value minus repairs, so let's say it's like $40,000 in repairs. You're now at $30,000 offer. You're down in the, but that's not even the best of it. You still got to get a wholesale fee out of it. So if you've got to get $5,000 out of it, you can take another $5,000 out of the out of it to do this. So I'm going to show you a different way though. So I'm going to do it up here again, so you can see this. Actually, go ahead and take out your calculators if you haven't yet. I have scissors if you guys need scissors. Anyone need scissors? Oh, I did have scissors.
Do you have a kid-proof one? It's not kid-proof?
It should poke through in the back there. Crap, I don't know what happened to my scissors. Look at all these guys, man. We must be in California. How many knives do we have here? 1, 2, 3.
Still go to Europe.
You still go to Europe? There you go.
So you actually use a calculator?
Yeah, I do. So this is mine right here. This is cool, man. I didn't even know.
Thanks.
So I got something for all you guys. So on the back of your guys' calculator, go ahead and put a Bootstrap sticker on it. This is your Bootstrap calculator. So let's go with this here. Let's say we have a property that's ARV is 256. And the repairs are 42,000. And you want to make 10 grand on it. What's your price? What do you need to get a contract for?
Busy sticking.
Isn't that sticking?
I'm busy sticking.
Oh, I got you.
Ask me questions. Can't do two things at once.
Let's check it out.
I can hardly open the package.
All right. Oh, we're all good. We'll do another one. We're gonna be using these calculators for a lot here. So it's kind of rough, right? The guy's like, but Zillow says I can get $255,000 for my house, and you want to offer me $127,000 off? But how do you know, what if they start beating you up? How do you know that you're confident in this $42,000 repair job? What happens at that point? Have you ever done a construction job before? Well, no. I mean, how do you know that? I mean, you're going to hear this a lot, guys. Well, $42,000, I could do that for $10,000. Well, then why don't you do it for $10,000? I tell them that.
No, so I shared with you a story during lunchtime, and that's exactly what I told the guy. I said, after about half an hour, we were going back and forth. I said, how come we haven't done it?
It's a great question to ask. Sometimes I might offend them. So I say, you know what? I would love to give you this $256,000. Go ahead and do the repairs. I'll write the contract up right now for $256,000, contingent upon you making these repairs.